The Power of Believing in Yourself, Beyond What Most People Understand, inspired by Carl Jung. Most people think believing in yourself means confidence, positive thinking, or self-esteem. Carl Jung pointed to something much deeper. 1. You are not one person. According to Jung, the personality you show to the world is only a small fraction of who you are. Beneath your conscious mind lies a vast unconscious world containing hidden abilities, fears, wisdom, instincts, and creativity. The greatest tragedy is not failure. The greatest tragedy is living your entire life as only 10% of who you really are. True self-belief begins when you trust that there is more intelligence inside you than you currently know. 2. The enemy is often hidden. Most people believe their enemies are outside them. Difficult people. Lack of money. Bad luck. Competition. Jung discovered that many obstacles come from the shadow, the rejected parts of ourselves. The qualities you criticize most in others often reveal something hidden within you. When people fight their shadow, they become weaker. When they understand it, they become powerful. What you refuse to face controls you. 3. Confidence is not the opposite of fear. Modern culture teaches. First become confident, then act. Jung's observations suggest the opposite. The unconscious grows stronger when you voluntarily face uncertainty. Confidence is often the result of courage, not the cause of it. The hero does not act because he is fearless. The hero becomes fearless because he acts. 4. Every human carries an ancient blueprint. One of Jung's most revolutionary ideas was the concept of archetypes. Deep within the psyche are universal patterns. The hero. The sage. The king. The warrior. The mother. The trickster. These patterns appear across cultures and thousands of years of history. Many people feel lost because they are disconnected from these deeper psychological forces. When your life aligns with a meaningful archetype, energy appears naturally. You stop forcing yourself. You begin expressing something larger than your ego. 5. Meaning is more powerful than happiness. One of the rarest insights in psychology. People can endure enormous suffering if they find meaning in it. History repeatedly shows this. The strongest individuals are not always the happiest. They are often the ones who know why they are suffering. Jung observed that many psychological problems emerge when people lose a sense of meaning. Purpose often heals what pleasure cannot. 6. The future is already speaking to you. Most people think dreams are random. Jung disagreed. He believed dreams can reveal unconscious information that the conscious mind has not yet understood. Sometimes dreams show possibilities, warnings, or hidden emotional truths. The unconscious often sees patterns before the conscious mind notices them. This is why many breakthroughs arrive suddenly after periods of confusion. The answer was developing underground long before it appeared. 7. The individuation process. This is one of Jung's deepest ideas and one of the least understood. The purpose of life is not merely success. It is not merely happiness. It is not merely social approval. Jung called the highest psychological task individuation, the process of becoming fully yourself. This means integrating strengths and weaknesses, accepting both light and shadow, discovering your unique path, becoming psychologically whole. Most people spend their lives trying to become what society wants. Few spend their lives becoming what they truly are. 8. The unconscious rewards authenticity. A subtle Jungian insight. When people constantly wear masks to please others, they often experience exhaustion, anxiety, and inner conflict. Jung called the social mask the persona. The persona is useful. But when it becomes your entire identity, something inside begins to rebel. Many midlife crises are not failures. They are signals that the deeper self wants to emerge. The psyche naturally pushes toward authenticity. 9. Growth requires the death of an old identity. Nature teaches this everywhere. Seeds break before they grow. Caterpillars dissolve before becoming butterflies. Stars collapse before creating heavier elements. Psychological growth follows the same pattern. Before a higher version of yourself appears, an older version often has to disappear. This period feels like confusion, uncertainty, or loss. Most people interpret it as failure. Jung would often see it as transformation. 10. The ultimate form of self-belief. The deepest Jungian insight is not, "I believe I can do anything." It is, "I trust the deeper intelligence of life working through me." This kind of self-belief is quieter. Less ego. More trust. Less arrogance. More awareness. It comes from recognizing that the conscious mind is only one part of a much larger psychological reality. When you begin cooperating with that deeper reality, life often gains clarity, meaning, and unexpected strength. Final thought. Carl Jung's view of self-belief was never about pretending to be strong. It was about discovering that you are far larger, deeper, and more complex than your everyday identity suggests. The person you think you are is only the beginning. The person you could become is still waiting to be discovered.